Hey everyone, welcome back to the 3 Pillars of a Happy Life series. This is episode 2, and if you haven't yet watched episode 1, the preface, I really recommend you start there. It introduces Tom and Jessica's stories and sets the foundation for what we're about to explore today. In that first episode, we saw how 2 people chasing success in completely different ways ended up feeling the same emptiness inside. Today we're going to dig deeper into why that happens, and what science, philosophy, and lived experience tell us about how our body, mind, and soul are connected. Because here's the truth. You can't truly thrive unless all 3 are in harmony. We are made of 3 identities: the body, the mind, and the soul. Your body lets you act, move, and experience the world. Your mind helps you think, imagine, and feel. And your soul gives you meaning, conscience, and self-respect. The quiet sense that your life matters. It's not enough to take care of just 1 or 2. To be truly happy, all 3 must flourish together, and that's where the 3 pillars come in. Physical health supports the body. Mental wellness nourishes the mind. Self-respect uplifts the soul. These pillars aren't just abstract ideas, they're the living framework of human happiness. Think of your well-being like a 3-legged stool. If even 1 leg weakens, the entire stool becomes unstable. Our modern lifestyle teaches us to separate things: exercise for the body, therapy for the mind, maybe meditation for the soul. But we forget that these aren't separate projects. They're all one system, and when one part breaks, the others tremble too. Even the World Health Organization recognized this truth when it redefined health as complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease. That one word, complete, changes everything. Every time you move your body, something amazing happens inside your brain. You release endorphins, the natural painkillers that lift your mood, serotonin, which improves sleep and stabilizes emotions, dopamine, which fuels motivation and focus. It's like your own internal pharmacy, except there's no prescription, no cost, and no side effects. And then there's BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a sort of fertilizer for your neurons. It helps your brain grow new connections, making you sharper, more adaptive, and emotionally balanced. So when you take that walk, stretch, or dance, you're not just burning calories, you're building resilience. In a groundbreaking study at Duke University, Dr. James Blumenthal found that regular exercise was just as effective as antidepressant medication for treating major depression, especially in adults over 50. Even more fascinating, those who kept exercising stayed happier longer because they began to trust their own ability to heal, a boost in self-respect that no pill can provide. That's how deeply connected the physical and the emotional truly are. Now let's look at the world's longest-running study on happiness, the Harvard Study of Adult Development. It started in the 1930s and has tracked people for over 8 decades to find the real ingredients of a good life. And the answer isn't fame, money, or success. The strongest predictor of a happy, healthy, long life: good relationships. People who were more connected to family, friends, and community not only felt happier, they were physically healthier and lived longer. Loneliness, on the other hand, was as dangerous as smoking or alcoholism. But here's something powerful to remember. Healthy relationships start with you. People with stronger self-respect tend to build better relationships because they don't depend on others to feel worthy. And here's why that matters. Unless you value yourself, you cannot truly value others. When you respect your own worth, you approach others with authenticity instead of need. You give love freely instead of chasing it, and that's what makes connections sustainable. Everything in life is linked. Strong relationships nurture mental health. Good mental health motivates physical care, and physical vitality builds confidence and self-respect. It's a self-sustaining loop, one pillar supporting another. When all 3 work together, life feels aligned. When even one is neglected, the imbalance spreads like a crack through glass. So tonight, take a quiet moment to check in with yourself. How are you treating your body? What thoughts are you feeding your mind? And how gently are you speaking to your soul? Even one small act of kindness toward yourself strengthens all three. A walk, a phone call to a loved one, a moment of gratitude. Because the secret of happiness isn't separation, it's integration. That's it for episode 2 of the 3 pillars of a happy life. In our next episode, we'll look at what happens when these 3 pillars fall out of balance, when success, ambition, or perfectionism pull them apart. We'll revisit Tom and Jessica's stories to see how that imbalance leads to collapse, and what it takes to rebuild from the ground up. And after that, we'll begin our deep dive into each pillar individually, starting with physical health. If this message resonated with you, hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in episode 3.